Okay, you guys should see that your starting chemical is HCl, and the reason why it's HCl, if you look at the two numbers that you have, right, 300 mils and 2 molarity, they're talking about the HCl solution, so that is your starting chemical, okay? And then your ending chemical, it's asking you how many grams of NaOH you're looking for, so your answer is going to be NaOH. That's what you are looking for at the very end of the problem, okay? So just a little bit of reading comprehension. Just make sure you guys read it carefully. Whatever you have numbers for, that's your starting chemical. And then whatever comes after how many, what is, that's going to be the chemical you're looking for, okay? All right, so that's step 2. Okay, step 3, what we're going to do is we're going to use our numbers right here. So let's copy down the numbers. So our volume is 300 milliliters. Our molarity is 2 molarity. Okay. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to use the molarity equation right here in order to find moles. That's step 3. Step 3, we're finding moles. Okay, so first thing we want to do is you're going to notice that you have 300 milliliters, right? And then you're going to turn it into liters. Okay, does anyone remember what we have to do to turn milliliters into liters? Yeah, exactly. Divide by 1,000. Okay, you divide by 1,000. That's going to give us 0.3 liters. And then we're going to plug it into our molarity equation. Okay, so let's plug our numbers in. For molarity, what's our molarity in this problem? 2? Yes, 2 molarity. So we just put in a 2 for the molarity. Okay, we're looking for moles. And what is our liters? Not 1, our liters. Yeah, 0.3. So we're going to plug in 0.3 right there. Okay, and then from there, it's just basic algebra. You just want to make moles by itself. So to get rid of something on the bottom of a fraction, we're just going to multiply by 0.3 on both sides. Okay, that lets us cancel out 0.3. And then on the left side of the equation, we have moles. And then on the right side, all you have to do is 0.3 times 2. Okay, so take out your calculator. I'll give you guys 1 minute. See if you guys can punch it in there and figure out what the moles are. Okay, and see if you can also label it with the chemical. Moles of what chemical? So try to write that down with your answer. Okay, guys, so you're gonna plug in 0.3 times 2, and that's gonna give you, oh, that's wrong, 0.3 times 2, and that's gonna give you 0.6. Okay, so your answer here for this, for part 3, is gonna be 0.6 moles, and then we're gonna label it with the chemical. It's talking about HCl still, so it's 0.6 moles of HCl. Okay. Okay, so that's step 3, and then now all we got to do is step 4, and then we'll be all done with this problem. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're going to take the moles of HCl and just copy it down. Okay, so we're going to copy down 0.6 moles of HCl. And then if you guys remember for solution stoichiometry, last time we learned this, it's going to be 2 fractions. So we're going to set up 2 fractions, and that's going to give us our final answer. Okay, and then we'll be all done. Okay, so we want to get rid of moles of HCl. If I want to get rid of something on a fraction, where do we put it? Top or bottom? Bottom, exactly. Whatever you want to get rid of, we put on the bottom. So we're going to put moles of HCl on the bottom because we want to get rid of it. Okay, we want to turn it into NaOH, right? That's what we're looking for in this problem. So we're going to put moles of NaOH on the top. Okay. And then if you ever see moles on the top and bottom of a fraction, the numbers come from the chemical equation. Okay, so let's take a look at our equation and look for these chemicals. So this is NaOH. What number is in front of NaOH? Yeah, 1. So we're going to put a 1 right here. And then in front of HCl, same thing. There's a 1. So we're just going to put a 1 in front of HCl. Okay, so we're just taking numbers from the equation and plugging it in to the fractions. Okay, so the numbers are going to come from right here. All right, last step. We're going to put moles of NaOH on the bottom because we want to get rid of this thing now. And then we're looking for grams of NaOH. That's our final answer. Okay, and if you ever see grams and moles on the same fraction, you're going to get the numbers from the molar mass. So we're going to go on the periodic table, look for Na, O, and H. We put them together. That gives us the molar mass. Okay. All right, so I'll give you guys about 2 minutes. See if you guys can go on the periodic table, find the molar mass of NaOH, and then plug it into this fraction, and you'll be good to go. So what we're doing right now is we're finding the molar mass of NaOH. Okay, guys, if you guys are finding it on your own right now, please feel free to finish up, but I'm going to go over it just for the sake of time. So Na is 22.99. So we're going to go to our calculator, 22.99. Okay, we also have oxygen, which is O, and the molar mass of oxygen is 16. So we're just going to add 16. And then H is 1.01. So we're going to add 1.01, and then that is going to be our molar mass. So our molar mass is going to be 40. Okay. Everybody got that? 40? Okay. So the molar mass of NaOH is 40, but we got to label it properly. It's grams in 1 mole. And we want to label it like this so we can plug it into the fraction correctly. So 40 is next to G, right? It's next to grams. If you look at G on the fraction, it's on top. So we're also going to put 40 on the top so that it stays next to G. And then on the flip side, there's 1, so we just put a 1 on the bottom. And that's it. Okay, we just need to plug it into our calculator, and then we will be all done. So for our final answer, we just take our starting number, 0.6. We can ignore all the 1s, multiply the top, and divide the bottom. So we just multiply it by 40. And so our final answer is going to be 24 grams of NaOH. And that's basically solution stoichiometry. I know I went through a little bit quicker than last time. The previous video is still on Canvas if you guys need to review another problem just for your help. I also recorded this, so this will also be on Canvas. But yeah, I'll give you guys the rest of the class period to practice doing more solution stoic. We do have a lab, I think at the end of next week or the beginning of the week after. And you'll need to know how to do this in order to prep for it. So if you guys have any questions, please come talk to me so I can help you out. I also do have an answer key so you guys can take a look at it. But I'll give you the rest of the class period to work.